No, not at all. No.
Just before we get into any more scheduling issues, do you mind if we just finish off this?
Of course. Yeah.
Just so we can, I know it's really dull, but can we just talk about ones and zeros and numbers and all that kind of boring stuff on the tapes? I've been doing sound for about 11, 12 years. My job principally is to capture all the dialogue as cleanly as possible on location. There's loads of different challenges every day, and some of them are physical, literally how do you get all of your kit and yourself and everything into this space and get sound out of it. You've got external problems, which is noises which are outside of your control, which you're trying to eliminate. If you're near to schools or roads or railways or aeroplanes go past, you've got to try and think around those. And then I suppose it's trying to do something that's quite technical, but also trying to do it in an unobtrusive way, to kind of almost be invisible.
I've been doing Jib and Steadicam for nearly 8 years now, and yet I'm out doing a 2-day job for free, not just because Susie's my friend, but for practice and to get better. And I think, some people don't kind of understand that. I think they think, straight out of college they're going to become cameramen or women, and they don't understand that you have to put in a lot of hours. And this isn't the only job that I've done this year for free. I've done, maybe at least one a month, and that's for me to get better. And I'm doing documentaries on tellies and feature films that are full paid, yet you still do things like this. A, because you love it, but B, because you need to practice. It's like anything. I think the most important thing is you've got to, kind of be determined and go for it, I guess.
Tim has a daily challenge where he has to go outside to open the front door and just grab a bottle of milk, which is right outside the front door. But even that is a huge challenge for him. And we wanted to get a feeling of claustrophobia. So we had an idea, along with the jib operator Danny Bishop, to put the camera really high and sort of slowly move it down into Tim's eye line, and creating this kind of claustrophobic kind of unsettling feeling.
Sound speed. Mark it. Sound speed.
11, take 2.
Frame. Camera set and action.
You solved it yet, Einstein?
Not yet.
There's a scene where little Tim goes to see his grandmother, who's been apparently quite ill. But he finds her and she seems in quite good spirits. To set up that scene, we had to take the location, which had a nice bed and everything, but we wanted to make a kind of a sort of old-fashioned 4-poster kind of romantic style bed. So it took a while to kind of put up the nets, which were all sort of made by the art department assistant Vicky, and then all the lighting had to be sort of conjured up to create kind of a warm, kind of slightly nostalgic feel.
Okay, so nice and quiet, guys. Is everybody watching monitors? Okay, and action.
Come on, Esther. It's this way. Follow me.
Oh, Tim, I missed you so much. Why haven't you come to see me for so long?
And then I'm going to go for another take. And I'm going to make sure everyone knows about it on this radio, which is my main communication.
Okay, so go again, nice and quiet, please.
Quiet, please. Locking up, locking off. Making sure people are as quiet as possible.
Okay, let's turn it over then, guys. Come on.
Turning over. It's a lot of list writing, I think, to begin with. Time was very short. I was actually brought in quite late on in the project, so it was a case of list writing. I had 2 great assistants as well who had already been writing lists and things, so that was quite good. That was kind of already underway. So it was a case of dividing up the time, really. I approached all the hired items, kind of like you line them up on a rail. You've got to be really careful about measuring things like that, because we didn't have time to do cast fittings, which was a wee bit worrying.
But that's really close. So Brooke, I want you to drink that drink much quicker, and I want you to look at Liam when you're doing it.
Give me a second. You look fantastic.
The really important thing for me with the party scene was, like I say, to have the variety of different quality of costumes, but also to have a real mixture of different colours, different textures. We have matte with shiny, sequins, glitter, and a real range of light and dark shades and things, because the camera work, the lighting is so beautiful in that scene, and the dressing. So it was, again, a real collaboration between everyone to get everything working properly.
Hey, you look fantastic!
Thank you.
Tim! Fabulous costumes!
Pretty nasty. Pretty, not the sort of person you really want to associate yourself with. Thinks he's the big guy, He thinks he's pretty cool. He's one for the ladies and all that sort of stuff, but he's definitely got a nasty streak in him. This whole setup is really pretty evil thing to do.
James Bond, of course, eh? Likes just the thrill.
What inspired me about writing Small Dark Places was thinking about someone and how much fear can influence your life, and how difficult it is sometimes to look past your fears and kind of realise that you can do something that you thought you weren't capable of.
How are we looking, guys? Good? Okay, thanks very much, guys. Thanks for looking for 10 minutes. That's a wrap. All finished. So,
when the first AD shouts wrap, everyone was so pleased, because it shows that everyone's hard work has come together and we sort of achieved something, and it was really exhilarating. I think emotions sort of were quite high, and it was lovely. It was a really nice moment.
Well done, buddy.
Yeah, we should go. The horror.
Just a little
Yeah,
screen.
I think so.
I thought it was fabulous, of course. Yes.
Everyone put so much effort and so much hard work into it, and with the last day being this kind of hectic, crazy scramble, trying to get the crane shot in, and time, we've got to get, and then it's just kind of really beautifully paced, and all of the sort of kind of manic behind the scenes thing that we kind of know was part of it isn't there on screen.
Send that to Robert Redford.
Difficult to get my head around at first, but no, it was so interesting to learn how camera and sound, you've got to work together, and I had to stand my ground and kind of say, no, I'm not happy with that sometimes, and kind of you have to kind of bicker as well as work together. It was really nice to see the actual finished product, because obviously you put so much hard work into it and all those hours, and then finally when you see it on screen it pays off, so it's a nice reward.
I've seen it once, and that was really just to take notes, because I couldn't be at the grade. So I kind of watched it in an office at the BBC and kind of was making notes, going, okay, lighten up that shot, match that one to this, the dawn needs to be a bit bluer or darker or something. So having finally seen it, it's just really great to see it as a complete piece.
The problem is that it's a short movie. You cannot really develop big score for that. So we decide with Susie to go for something smaller, create more tension, and to have it more sustained.
I seal the holes and all the things that are wrong. So it's nice, and people say they like it. So happy with that.
By creating a drama that hopefully is both intellectually stimulating and enjoyable to watch. It's an investment in the future of drama. It's an investment in the people who make drama. It's an investment in the directors, the producers of the future.